After a dramatic and competitive regular season in the ACC, it all comes down to this: the conference championship game, a battle for the trophy that also carries serious college football playoff implications. Welcome to Bank of America Stadium, the home of the Panthers, right here in Charlotte, North Carolina. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the #1 team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get this thing going. Kickoff team out there getting ready, and this is it, the battle for the conference championship trophy. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25.
It's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
Now it's second down here. Tight end goes in motion before the snap. Scanning the field. It's Owens. The receiver grabs it. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
We see this all over the country now in college football. Defensive backs staying back a little bit deeper, forcing the quarterback to have to throw things in front. I like the decision here by the quarterback because he gets positive yards. It's a good way of staying ahead of the chains.
Big moment early in this championship game. Third down coming up. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Longhorns moving quickly down the field here. Longhorns with 1st and 10 here. We'll give it to the running back.
Great offenses are able to stay ahead of the chains, and runs like that on 1st down are exactly what I'm talking about. Now you have a lot that you can call here on this 2nd down.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Looking for a gap. It's Simon. The Sox are able to bring him down quickly.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Big moment on the opening drive. They face 3rd down. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. And they do pick up 1st down yardage. Set up now at the 44.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
The Longhorns churn out another 1st down. On 1st down, it's play action. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
Second down after that previous play. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Dropping back. It's Owens. Goes to his right side there for the completion. They stop him, but it's a first down.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. Forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
Pass complete for a first down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. That's a nice play. It'll set him up first down now at the 12.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see as an offense to open up a football game. Everything seems to be working, whether they're running the football, as we saw right there, able to protect, throw the football with timing and rhythm. Everything on full display for this.
Oh, the Passers gets home.
Boy, what an incredible push by this defensive line. And if you're going to survive in the SEC, the teams that really separate themselves are the teams that have great defensive linemen, especially in the interior. And Georgia has had an incredible legacy over the years, and it's nice to see that this player right here is trying to live up to that.
They look to throw it here on second down. Catch made on the right side. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Boy, a great slant by the receiver. What I love is the quarterback found the window that he wanted to make the accurate throw.
Early in this conference championship game, one of those crucial plays, a third down in the red zone. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Looking to throw. It's Owens. Makes the catch. Can he get in? No, instead of a nice gain, they're going backwards with that penalty call. Can they keep the opening drive alive? In the 11th play, it's third and long. Some confusion on the snap count. A false start cost them 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Can they keep alive this long opening drive? It's the 11th play on third down now. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Grab down the middle. It's Simon. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion. And the coach elects to send out the field goal unit. He missed it. Off target that time. But that miss, no change in the score.
Now that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. Now you can see he's hanging his head. Poor kicker.
Quick throw, the catch is made. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker.
Love to see the short passing game as a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable and allows you to see how the defense is reacting. That can open up for other things later on.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? It's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
You know, in that era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Going to pick up the third and short through the air. There's contact in the throw. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down. Dogs will line up to punt it away. And that will bounce and roll out of bounds, so no return. The first play of this drive now, they're set up at the 34. Hand off to the single back. Nowhere to run. They'll corral it for no gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Back to throw. It's Owens. Wide open downfield. He runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
But what a play here by this receiver for a big gain for Texas. And Chris, I think back all the years of Texas football, going way back, and they've had some good receivers. Roy Williams comes to mind, Devin Duvernay more recently in the slot. But, man, they really need to start a new legacy, and maybe plays like this can get them going in a new direction.
1st down, looking to throw the ball. Caught in the backfield. It's Simon.
Chris, the execution here on the screen pass was okay by the offense. The defense just almost anticipating the screen. He had nowhere to go.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Quarterback still with the football. He's past the marker and still going. He'll head out of bounds after a solid gain on that run. So, Kirk, we reached the end of one. So far, a defensive stalemate here in the early stats illustrating the story. As we get lined up here for quarter number 2, we'll see if the offenses can get going. They didn't do much in the opening quarter. Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up 1st and goal. They'll try to run it with the option. Refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, Longhorns.
And I love to watch the execution of this option play. Right now, the defense has no idea if this quarterback's going to pull it or if he's going to give it. Here he pulls it himself, finds yards, and comes up with a touchdown.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Now he comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Stopped short of the marker after just a short game.
Chris, I know it's not a huge game. You didn't pick up the 1st down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
Finds a man downfield. It's a big gain to the right. They make the stop after a huge play. Moves the ball to the 35.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big game.
The shotgun running play call. And brought down at the line by that big defensive tackle.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fence, holding the line at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Snags the quick throw.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a 1st down. But instead, gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
So it's 3rd and short from the opponent's 28. Let's see what the play call is here. They're already in field goal range, but thinking about the end zone. And you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. offense will go for here on 4th down and 3. Wants to throw it. This one falls incomplete on 4th down. It's a turnover on downs.
Really thought that this was going to work out, showing an aggressive approach here, going for it on 4th down. Looked to be there. They just weren't able to complete it.
The Longhorns offense takes the field. A beautiful, balanced drive reached the end zone last time. Can they keep it going here? Handoff here from the shotgun. Going absolutely nowhere. It'll be a loss of it.
That is called gap integrity. Nice job by this defense of taking away that inside run and then using their speed as the back tried to bounce out to the outside. There's just no room to run.
They'll change the pre-snap look now. Movement here from the tight end. Back to pass. It's Owens. Bringing pressure. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. Oh, he breaks free. Still going. They make the stop after a huge play. Moves the ball to the 35.
Chris, all week they heard about how fast this guy is. The defensive coordinator told them they watched the film. They've seen this guy a lot, but I think the reality of seeing it now in person, I think it's surprised them. They've got to make some adjustments to their defense, or this guy and his speed will continue to have a field day.
Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. They're going to run it here. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. You either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least pick up some positive yards.
There's the tackle, but 1st down yardage.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Grab behind the line. It's Simon. And they finally stop him down at the 5. Solid gain on that catch and run.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything seems to be working. The coordinator is calling good plays. The quarterback and the rest of his receivers and running backs are executing. And frankly, this defense is showing almost no resistance.
Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Caught behind the line. It's Simon. Fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas. They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The kick sails through, so the lead is 14-0. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. So the first play of the drive coming up here. Under 3 minutes to play before half. Handoff from the shotgun. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. And they wrap him up after the completion just short of the 1st down marker. From the pistol formation. On 3rd down, it's a handoff. He finds some space. He's in the clear. Across the 40. At the 20. All the way to the end end zone. What a run. Touchdown, Georgia.
Chris, we're still early in this football game. We're in the second quarter. This is a critical touchdown to get their confidence to believe that they can come back and still win this game.
With the extra point, they're down 14-7 now. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. First play of the drive now from the 25. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Here's the second down play. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Looking downfield, it's Owens. And he dumps it off to the tight end. He is a load to bring down. Finally, a strong tackle by the cornerback gets him.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody. It allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
And here comes a deep shot. The catch is made for a huge pickup. And they convert on third down, moving the football to the 35. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get momentum upfield.
Just. Short connection to the tight end here. Tackle is finally made down at the 11-yard line.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? Their own defense. Man, when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we'd have a long drive how much it would allow them to rest and go out and play dominant football.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. He keeps it on the design run. Didn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on third down, trying to force a field goal. It's a keeper trying to get to the marker. Stopped on third for no gain. Going to be 4th and 1 now. The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy.
Timeout, Texas.
They need a yard here on 4th down to keep this drive alive. Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. So they're short on 4th down, and the coach decides to try out the field goal team. The distance will be 23 yards at chip shot. He knocks it through with confidence. And they add to their lead.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So they settle for 3, and now the kickoff. We'll see if the opposing offense has enough time to answer before halftime. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. Just about 20 seconds remaining here in the half as a lineup on 1st and 10. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Looking for his big tight end. And makes the catch and gets his foot down. What a play. Good for a 1st down.
Well, that's exactly what you need to do as a receiver in these kind of situations near the end of the half. Get some positive yards, but also stopping the clock is just as important.
There's some pre-snap movement, back in motion. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And it's incomplete. Even on a 1st down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
To the offense, looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. He's back to throw again on 2nd and 10. Looking for his big tight end. Incomplete. That should have been caught. That's on the receiver.
Chris, I don't know, man. I think he gets across the middle. He starts thinking about those linebackers and safeties. Got a little bit nervous. Lost his concentration and drops the ball.
Had the big play to start the drive, but now 2 incompletions. They face a 3rd and 10. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the 1st down. Takes a deep shot on the move. And the pass is incomplete. We're down to just 4 seconds remaining.
Oh, man, nearly a disastrous play there by the quarterback. Look at his facial expressions right now. He knows that he caught a break, trying to force the ball in there. He's going to have to make better decisions moving forward and work through his progressions to find his open man.
Needs a completion here on 4th down. Back-to-back deep shots. And it's incomplete. Trying for a big play there as time runs out in the 1st half. Miller's going to wrap up the 1st half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Longhorns will kick this away to get the 2nd half going. And the return starts just inside the end zone. And he's brought down at the 16, looking better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. They need to get things going here in the 3rd quarter, already trailing by a couple possessions. They test the middle there, but get nothing. They don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well. That's an easy completion for the quarterback, finding his receiver just dragging underneath coverage.
Urgency now for the offense. They hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Looks toward the sideline, finds the running back. The defense swarms to make a tackle for loss on that 3rd down catch. Dogs will send their punt team onto the field. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. Trying to return the punt for some extra yardage. And the coverage team able to bring him down. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. Is handed off out of the shotgun.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. If I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Back to pass. It's Owens. The sure hands. It's Ferguson. That play moves the ball across midfield. They'll be set up with a first down at the 41.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
First down here for this offense. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Running up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
That play was perfectly defended. You know, sometimes as an offense and an offensive coordinator, you hit a wall, and it's time to mix some things up on what you show the defense.
The offense with 5 receivers now, empty backfield. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Second down, we're going to throw it. Hot over the middle. It's Ferguson. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
The Longhorns pick up enough yardage to get a fresh set of downs. And the back now goes in motion. From the shotgun, there's an inside give. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Christina, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Send the back in motion. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Backed up here, trying to make something happen on third and long. To throw, it's Owens. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They bring him down at the 5. Solid gain, though, on the completion. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout or then check him out. The Longhorns looking to cap the drive here. It's first and goal. First and goal, handoff. And they tried the middle, but stuck for no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
It's a second and goal play for the offense. Touchdown, Longhorns. No surprise there, Kirk. It's a red zone touchdown to the big tight end.
Well, the tight ends are usually much more involved down in the red zone because of their size and their skill set allows them to be more effective down in this area. Now, they may not hurt you on the big, long throw, but they can use their bodies and provide the quarterback a nice target when the defense is so condensed.
So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. They're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. That's a solid game. Moves the ball to the 29.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Quarterback will throw this out of the RPO. Powering through. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
I love the call here with the wide receiver screen. Where's he going to go? The blockers do not do their job and open up any running lanes at all.
Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. Gets rid of it on the move. Looking right. This one caught. Stop at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Second down play coming up. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. And now it's third down.
Well, anytime you defend this kind of offense, you need defensive backs who are really comfortable in defending the ball being thrown downfield. It's not just the short to intermediate throws. It's the deep shots that they're willing to take. I love how he showed patience here before he knocked the ball away.
On the move now. And now the ball comes out. A disastrous play from the start. The defense has it off and running. Not much on the return, but this defense rises up with an important takeaway. And the Longhorns offense takes the field. And the single back takes the handoff. And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
But quickly, they bring him down after a short gain there.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. Take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Looking to throw. It's Hawkins. Running back has it on the screen now. And he's wrapped up short of the marker there as the time runs down here in the third quarter. So Texas has the lead, Kirk, as we break here for the quarter. So after 3 quarters of play, it's a pretty solid lead. Let's take a look at our game stats, how we got here. So who's going to pick up the W as we begin the final quarter of play? Didn't quite get the playoff in time. It'll be delay of game. Delay of game penalty will cost the offense 5. We'll begin the fourth quarter with a field goal try here. This will be an attempt from 52 yards. Let's see if he's got the distance. Oh, and he missed it. The kick is no good. Still a 17-point lead after that miss.
That's a missed opportunity for some points here. The way they were moving the football, I thought maybe a touchdown at the very least, 3 points, but instead, he shanks it.
First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Oh, what a grab! Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. Hold on a second. The replay official has signaled that he wants to have another look at this play. And that review confirms the ruling on the field was correct, so the play will stand. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
Man, how about the job by this defense? I mean, we really expected this offense to be able to come into this game, put up big yards and a lot of points, and here we are in the fourth quarter. Collectively, they don't even have 200 yards total offense, and they just seem to be out of sync. Give all the credit to the defensive coordinator and those defensive players and the way they're putting this pressure on this quarterback and this offense.
Challenging spot for the offense. It's third down and long from the 45. Out of the gun now on third down. Pass rush closing in. Swarm for the pass rush. A sack.
Chris, I'm really surprised by the way this game has turned out. That's another sack by this defense. They've done such a great job of preparing a plan to get ready for one of the top quarterbacks in the country. They've kept him out of sync, applied pressure, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead right now.
Close to the tight end. Downfield and incomplete. A fourth down stop.
What a great job by this defense, really all game long. It's very fitting. Here we are now in the fourth quarter. On a fourth down play, they step up yet again. Now you give the ball to your own offense, you work that clock, and you seal victory.
Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. He'll hand it off. Picks up a short gain, but is swarmed by the defense flying to the football.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just for 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Takes the handoff again. Gets some space around the 30. Touchdown, Texas. They are pouring it on now.
Chris, all week I wondered if this back might get loose and come up with a big play like this. The defense had their back turned, couldn't really see where he was. By the time they realized it, he just had too much speed, and he's able to take it to the end zone.
And the point after is good. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away.
Texas.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. The last possession, they came up empty, went for it on fourth down in their end and got stopped. Looks to his left and makes the completion. Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks. The Bulldogs come to the line in a hurry up. QB keeper all the way. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6. The offense now operating in empty. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Going to try to use his legs here. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle. Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
So 2nd down after the incompletion. Looking for a receiver. Throws to the tight end. Makes the catch downfield. Tackle made after a big gain.
Finally, good for them. They come up with a big play like this. Let's face it, offense has been at a premium for these guys. You wonder where plays like this have been all game long.
One massive play has moved the football just outside the red zone. First down. First down. Looking to throw the football. Grab down the middle. It's White. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. slides to avoid the big hit.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
What a defense trying to get after this quarterback. I love the concept. I love the idea. Here, they don't give up the big play. They prevent him from getting it.
And it's caught. Touchdown, Dogs.
Great job here by the play caller, going to that 5-wide receiver set. You put all these guys out in space and create one-on-one matchups. Very tough on this defense to try to win all the matchups and give the quarterback credit for being able to find where he wanted to go to be able to come up with that touchdown.
From the gun, he looks for an open man. And he's got it. The 2-point conversion to make this a 16-point lead, back within 2 scores.
Chris, as you know, the windows are so tight down here, especially when you're throwing the ball this close to the goal line. And this quarterback was just simply dealing to thread that ball in there for 2. Great throw.
On the hands team does their job and secures the recovery. Longhorns offense takes the field. Working clock with the ground game. Picks up the first, looking for more. They bring him down, but that gain moves the ball all the way to the 31.
Chris, good job here on that stop, but remember the ball is inbounds and the clock keeps moving here late in the game and you're trailing. As a defense, you got to start thinking about utilizing those timeouts. You got all 3 to use. At what point are you going to start putting those into play?
It's a 2-yard gain, 2nd and 8. It's the 2-minute timeout as the offense continues to try to work the clock and secure an impressive victory here today. Offense getting set, 2nd down play here. And there's the handoff. They bring him down to the 16, but they move the football into the red zone. 1st down. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Longhorns looking to take advantage of the red zone trip here. In the red area, it's Simon. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Second down after that run on the previous play. It's a run to the left. End zone ahead. And he runs it out just short of the end zone there.
You're starting to see this defense, I think, wear down now that we're in the 4th quarter. It's been a tough day for them, and the offense is taking advantage of it. A lot of positive plays. Good job at eating as much clock as they can here on this drive in the 4th quarter.
Looks like the quarterback will just take a knee here. Important 2nd down play coming up. And the quarterback just takes a knee. So with the lead secure here, it's time to just take a knee, run out the clock, and plan the victory celebration. And it's a kneel down.